Testing the mic.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. All right. Whew. Dang. Ugh. Welcome. I think I deserve that yawn. I did not sleep well last night, so I literally yawned what 0 seconds sitting down to the stream. Uh, but darn it, I needed that. So yeah. Good evening. We are playing some Magic Realm. Um, Friday night we're gonna do. Hey, what's up, Terry? Friday night we're gonna have good AAR with Scots and talk a little bit of Rune Bear of Bostonia. So I figured tonight let's get the White Knight done. Yeah, I'm sorry, Terry. I made Terry yawn. Uh, yeah, I hear you. Oh man, no, it was. I just did not sleep. I had a um, woke up at super early and could not get back to sleep, and it was ridiculous. And I didn't sleep all day, and I'm like, well, we're doing this. I'm not doing this. We're gonna get this moving here. Uh, so so that's where I'm at. If I seem a little bit dozy, well, you know why. Oh, see, here we go. So I will. I got some caffeine in my dad can crit your dad cup. Not sure. I'm not sure my dad's critting anyone nowadays, but he's enjoying retirement, so maybe he's critting all of us. Um, or as you know, as today's folk, as millennials would do it, quiet critting. but um, so okay, so we got the White Knight, and this board is sort of interesting. I'm a little concerned about it, but I decided to keep it anyway. As you can see here, we're on this main road straight through to the inn. But this road really goes nowhere. It goes right into the high pass, the caves, and then out of the realm. So the only way to go, we have a single way to go, is through here to the borderland. And then by going to the borderland, you then have opened up everything else. So it is going to be a dicey couple days as we meander in here. Probably have to deal with the ghosts. Then we slide up through here into the borderlands. Hopefully it is clear. And then finally, we're going to be able to get to the ruin and the deep wood through the borderlands. So this could have been a bad choice of map. Now, on the other hand, if I get something silly like pub crawl early, you have to get it early. You could do it because it's actually not that difficult to picture your entire way. If you can get to Borderland 2 and you've already hit these guys, then you just wing around the ruins and you're done. You have these two, or you go through the deep wood and you hit these two and you are done. So in that sense, it's a pretty easy route. So I don't know how I feel about this yet. I don't know. We're gonna have to see. So we're gonna go for the cliff early just to see what's in it. We're gonna go for the ledge. I fear the worst thing could happen would be the cliff is very active. The worst thing that could happen would be that the castle's here and like 3 treasure sites are here. And then you're sort of stuck here, or you are leaving behind most of the treasure sites to get to the borderlands and the ruin and the mountain, etc. Yeah, but like, see, once you come in, you go to Borderlands 2, you got the crag, the ruin, and the mountain, and then the deep woods is sort of hidden behind. Either you go all the way through and you enter Deep Woods 5, or you have to end up here in Borderland 5 to enter Deep Woods 1. So uh, I don't know. I might have screwed this up by allowing this map to go through. We shall see. But I thought it was interesting in any case. We're not doing anything. You never do anything wacky for the night. I mean, he's just going to be make whole, as you can see here. Consult. We did get some quests. Consult demon, locate horde, and plant your flag. Plant your flag is here. So I thought that was a good one. And if we get that early, then we're going to be collecting up to, we could collect 3d8 gold if we do it first week, which I don't know, maybe. I mean, you could do it first week. 1, 2, let's say you get there. 1, 2, 3, 4, you fight the ghost here. 1, 2, so day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. You could get it on day 6. Now, the problem is then that stops you from going this way and checking out what the cliff has to offer, because that's going to take 2 days off of your trip. So that would be day 8, or you'd be making some risky moves in there. Not a big fan of risky moves for the White Knight. The White Knight is not good at risk. His chits are too slow. They're too fatiguey. He is very reliant on readying the mornings, and frankly, day 6, huh? Okay, well, there's no reason we have to get it. There's no reason. There's no reason we have to do plant your flag week 1. So this is not an imperative. Maybe we should commit to doing it week 2, and then we take all the pressure off. So I think we're going to do plant your flag week 2. Consult demon I kept because it's a nice hedge against a demon. And you can learn a spell and a black type 5, which is sort of interesting for the knight. He's like the fallen knight now, right? But that'd be a quick half a point. And then locate horde. It's a little luck based, but we'll get to check a few. We will get to check the cliff, the ledge, and the borderland reasonably quickly. So you can see we got the druid test here in the caves. Probably never going to touch that. Just the way the caves are. This seems like a long way to go. I'm also worried that there's something important here, because it looks like if I flee over to the borderlands, I'm never getting back to the cavern in time. Yeah, no, I sort of hate them, but I'm keeping it. Damn, keeping it. All right. So that's where we're at. We got a wood sprite down here. I think we will try to get to it as well, and so and that will actually help us a great deal with the Morningstar, because the sprite can deal with a creature while I ready the Morningstar for the kill. So that's where we're at. That's what we're going to do. We are, I think, ready. So, okay. So, what are we doing first day? First day, we are doing exactly what we do every day. Every day, Pinky. Try to take over the world. But before we take over the world, we are going to trade for that stupid Morningstar. So I'm going to do 4 trades. Oop. Going to do 4 trades. The Morningstar costs 8. It'll cost me 16 at a times 2. I will trade the sword in, as we're allowed to do, and pay $6. And that will take my 10 down to $4 and get me a Morningstar, which is an all-around better weapon for the knight. And that's it. That's my day 1. Let's get this rolling here. Let me copy these dice. Paste them right there. And get a monster roll. What do we got? We got a 3. So ogres, wolves, goblins, octopus, and the patrol are going to show up. And oh yeah, and spider bounty. So if we can kill some spiders, we're going to get a VP. So let's get our trades done. Remember, we're only friendly with the order because of the knight's adjustment. We roll 2 dice. We subtract 1. We're trying to get ultimately a 4, 3, 2, or 1 because we do subtract 1 from these dice. So we're going to trade. We're going to trade. Oh, you know what? Timeout. Ah, geez, and I rolled it. We are going to check what they have too. Because we're allowed quick boots and a potion of energy. I don't care that would be useful for the druid. We're going to try for the damn Morning Star. Quick boots we can't even wear. And we rolled it, and I'm so annoyed at myself. And we rolled it again. So we subtract 1 from each of those dice, right? Subtracts 1 from the meeting roll. Done. We get price times 2. So it's $16. We'll take it. -6. 6. Oops. Gee. Okay. All right. Yeah. Anyway, we're trading the sword because you're allowed to trade and make up the difference with stuff. That math. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, we get the sad music. But we got it. We did it. It took a little bit. Some of that was fat finger, and some of that was math. So that is day 1. The patrols show up. Unfortunately, we are gonna have to roll for the stupid patrol because they don't know they're in House of Worship. Those jerks. They just ride in, right, with high and mighty secular authority. Oh God. Okay. We do subtract 1, so in reality, there really is no, yeah. So against neutrals, we actually have no chance to. That's one nice thing about the White Knight. We really don't have a chance to get jumped by a neutral. It does come down to enemies. So Bashkar, Crone, and the company, they just like, oh no, we would never bother you, Sir Knight. Anyway, so all right, day 2. Let's get this rolling. We would like to end up here to see what's in the cliff. So we're going to start our day pretty tame. It's going to be hide, hide, move, move into the cliff. Remember, we're not going to plant our flag until week 2. Otherwise, we'd have to bolt through at least one of these awkwardly. Yeah, you could do 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. Yeah, you would have to be doing some naked moves there. No hides. We're not going to do that today. Day 2, we're going to just sneak our way into the cliff. Again, the White Knight, for as awesome as the Knight is, he is also very hidey based because he needs to have that Morning Star ready. Once you get the Morning Star, and I'd just rather not fight a bat no matter what. So let's keep that in mind. We are going to hide twice. We are hidden. That was a hide. Come on, you saw it. And we go here. Now we're going to flip these bad boys. We get smoke. So there is dragons and the Cairn in 5. Ooh. Cairn in 5 is sort of cool because we have a spider bounty on tap here. And frankly, the tremendous spider on this side is a kill for us. He would wound us once, assuming we didn't line up with him. He'd wound us once, and then we would kill him on the next round. Oh, man. So, oh, do you go and loot a day? I mean, again, we don't have to plant our flag right away. That's absolutely the case. That's just like planting your flag. The reason I would want to plant my flag is that you would get, if you plant it on week one, at the end of week one, you get a benefit, which is a D6. So you'd be talking 4d6 if you do it on week one, 3d6 gold on week two, etc. over the course of the game. That could lead you to getting gold points where you wouldn't normally get gold points. The other thing that would lead you to getting gold points, though, would be looting out a site. I think we're gonna. I think we're. No, I think we're doing it. I think we're gonna go to the cairn. So I think I'm gonna hide once, move to the cairn, and we're going to search one time, and we're gonna do that. That's gonna be our day 3. Strangely enough, we're hoping for a 5 here, and we get one. So that hide roll is going to be super useful for us. And we are hidden. And so we move in. Do we search? Or we got to search one time? Come on, 4. 4, baby. 3. Womp womp. Okay, so Tremendous Spider appears. So in day 3, we have Tremendous Spider appear. We are going to pull this guy down. He's not on our sheet yet, so we can ready this with any chit we'd like. We would do this chit first, flip that bad boy, and then we have to play Tremendous. Now, the main problem you're going to have, so this is always the main problem with the Knight. But that's okay in this case. We are going to have to play such that this thing hits us because we can't play. Main problem with the Knight is he can't play this combination. He cannot generate tremendous damage and also move at a time 4. That's all right. We're hoping to get around 1 kill, by the way. So let's just go with that. Did I just lock every die on the board somehow? Like, is that where we ended up? All right, so let's make a roll. I tossed it to a 4, but we're going to do that again right here, just like this. No, it's a 3 down here. And he's not on our sheet. So we miss. He's not ready. He's now on our sheet. Done. We're going to play an H6. And we're going to let him hit us on round 2. 6, so he drops to the bottom. He hits us because he undercuts us. That does a wound. We are going to wound. I think for this battle, we're going to wound this guy. And he flips to his dangerous side. But now it's not as dangerous for us. Hey, what's up, Rob? We're going to go first with a T3 attack. That's going to undercut him before he gets off his killing blow. Doesn't matter where he lines up. This is a 2-round kill, but he does line up, and he is dead. Done. Tremendous Spider killed. We don't even get hit, and we don't even have to fatigue. Done and done. We did take 1 wound. That'll be gone in a day. So, we've got a T Spider. That is 6 prowess, which we're going to put there. And we're going to mark on our scoreboard and also note that we only have 4 gold. Done and done. However, we also get a Spider Bounty, which is a card. So day 3. And we've got our first card on the board. Welcome, Rob. How are you tonight? Good to see you. And that's it. We got this. So we also have a trophy, though, and we can get $5 at a dwelling. So I'm going to copy this because I need to remember. And so we're going to put this little guy right here. It's one thing I love about Tabletop Simulator, right? Like, you have infinite counters. You can copy them. You can paste them. Like, you just can't do that in reality. I mean, if I could, I would be a Star Trek replicator, but I would be copying and pasting my gold chits, but I can't. So here I am. So, okay. It is day 4, and we are going to. So, keep in mind, Smoke C, or Smoke M, I'm sorry, is going to draw 2 flyers. Those 2 flyers are a little dangerous, so we will hide and search 3 times. Losing chits. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So here's a story for you. And I will rest too with my extra rest phase. So here's a story for you. So gamers are all here. I have a whole group of gamers. They came in. They're sitting in my dining room. They're ready to play. They're getting ready to play. I have you might be able to see it. Nah, probably camera's probably not in a good position to see it, which I'm not gonna dig with the camera right now. But up there's a Harry Potter Lego box. And in that Harry Potter Lego box, I have my old copy of Magic Realm. This is the copy from 1979, 100. So it is all right. It's these cards. They're a little worn, right? Everything is old school, right? And it's all up. And Scott graciously gave me a bunch of chip trays, old chip trays. But the one chit tray is like they're weirdly like they're not taped down. Let's just say that. And I knock the damn box out. And as I'm trying to catch this box, I knock the damn thing, make it worse. All the chit trays fall out. Literally every Magic Realm chit in that old game dumps to the floor of this office. Right here, like right behind where I'm at. And I'm a grown man. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to confide in you two, since you might be the only ones here. I was as close to tears as I have been in quite a while. I usually only save the tears for weddings and deaths. Like I'm gonna cry at a wedding if it's someone I actually know, or give like a it's at certain funerals, and my Magic Realm chits on my floor. I'm like, oh my god, hold on. So I spent. Now here's the scary and even slightly more embarrassing part. I know every chit that's in that box. I spent the next half hour. It only took me a half hour. I picked every goddamn chit up, put it back into that thing. I'm like, I walked in the dining room. I said, "You're gonna have to wait for me 1/2 hour. I'll be back. Talk amongst yourselves." Came back in here, closed the door. Bam, done. Half hour, done. Didn't lose a chip, and we're back. So anyway, there you go. We are hiding. We're searching 3 times. We are resting. We're looking to not roll a 1. If we do roll a 1, we're looking to hide. We get a 6, so bad. So nothing's going to appear on day 4. We do hide, maybe, right? We do, so we're hidden for the day. Would only matter in multiplayer at that point. Let's get a 4 quick. No, we get a 3. That's great. That's 1, 2. We get it on the second hide. So we have the cairn. And the cairn, remember, we have to fatigue every time we search. So we're going to fatigue 1. Now this sucks for our guy here, because I don't like to fatigue as the White Knight if I don't have to. But we are drawing some treasure out of this bad boy here. So let's do it. And we get the 4th card off the deck. We get the Power Boots. Ooh, that was worth every moment of that embarrassing story. It was worth every moment of that, because the Power Boots are a move age 4 that costs us no fatigue. That is one of the best things could happen to the White Knight. Now, this chit is sort of useless, as are all the rest of these. Except for this one, if he gets tremendous armor, which he never will. I mean, I think it's well established that I have an unhealthy love for this game. Um, Dropping the entire it was the White Knight. Yes, he does stay winning. That is a great treasure to draw. If you're going to draw a treasure, that's a treasure to draw. His entire game changes now because he is now. I do get to rest, and I am going to rest this guy again. Because now he can play all these, right? Because I just made the comment that he cannot play a move asterisk, he cannot play an H4 and a fight T. Well, now he can. So that was his day. I think we're going to hide. And I hate to say we're going to search. We are going to rest. But we are going to search 3 times. And we might move on after those 3. Like, I might not stay an extra day to try to get everything out the door. Or I might just fatigue out. Or this is our week, and we fatigue out to cast Make Whole at the very end of the week. We'll see. Nonetheless, the next day is going to be a hide and 3 searches and a rest. And the hide's only for these guys to show up. And we get a 4. Giants and Trolls, that's nothing. And we are good to go. We're going to roll this hide just because, yeah, we're not hidden. Doesn't matter, but we're not hidden. Let's get our 3 loots in, guys. And by the way, I'm going to ditch 3 chits right now, so let's do it. We're going to go, strangely enough, 1, 2, and 3, since we never have to fatigue a move ever again if we don't want to. And then we go, oh, we get the 6 card. I hope I don't roll another one of those. I hope. Ointment of Bite actually is a great one for the White Knight again. Now he can hit time 3 automatically for 1 fight, of course. Oh, 6. Damn it. So he has to fatigue for that anyway, even though he didn't draw. That's lame. And he gets the 3rd card. Oil of Poison. Also, not that useful. Not that useful given what he already has. That was actually a crappy draw. I am not happy with that at all. And we rest 1. So we're going to pull... Barely matters. We might as well pull that. I sort of wish we'd have done better there. That second day. I am not super jazzed about the Ointment of Bite and the Oil of Poison as what I've found. So you can take that for what it's worth. But there's not. I mean, I will say there's only 1 treasure in there that's not small, but nonetheless, I mean, you could find like a great treasure, right? A small great treasure. We're gonna do 1 last day because of that, and then on day 7 we're gonna get out of Dodge and we're gonna cast Make Whole and so on. So a little greedy, but I think 1 more day will do us good. Giants and Trolls again, so nothing. And nothing. We hide, and we loot 3 times. Come on. That's a 5, so that's nothing. Wow, come on, dude. Nope, 5. That's nothing again. Are we going to strike out the last damn day? We get the 2nd card. All right. Death Gloves, totally lent. I mean, not totally lent, strangely enough. We can wear them. Oh, God. Are you really trying to taunt us? No. You know what? I think we're going to do exactly what we said. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna move back to the chapel here on this day. Extra rest, of course, just because we can. So we did have to push 3 more of these. 1, 2, and 3, and then we get 1 back. And now we're going to move back to the chapel. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be our day 7. And at the end of the day, we're going to cast. So there's white magic in every clearing. Yeah, you're right, man. That is a little bit of a that's the Magic Realm just giving me a little tiny bit of the finger as it goes, hey, you know, I gave you the boots. Now what do you want? But that's okay. We will find more treasure sites. I can feel it. 2 and 1. So I don't think anything actually changes about the board. We're not going to get anyone in the chapel as we head back here. As we've already stated, the patrol's not gonna dink with us because we have a -1 to our rolls. We're gonna keep the deft gloves, and I think we keep all this, even though I think we'll keep it. And at the end of the day, we're gonna fatigue this chit, cast Make Whole. Everything else is going to return. Yeah, that works. Okay, good enough. And that's the end of our first week. So a little bit of a, I'm going to say lame week. We also, since we returned to a dwelling, we're going to turn our trophy in and get $5 because the spider is worth $5. Done. We now have $9 in our coffers. And we can delete the extra chip. And that's it. So, day 8. And on day 8, we are going to draw 3 more of these: the Tower, the Dead Adventurer, and the Dead Adventurer. We can duplicate events and really I think the only ones that are duplicated are Dead Adventurers, but I'm not 1,000% sure. I'd have to go look at my own document. And we all know I don't read my own rules. So Archmage Tower is somewhere. All 3 of these are somewhere. 1-3 is the Borderland 3, so that's going to be interesting. The Adventured Corpse is 3-5, Caves 5. That sucks a bit. At least it's close to the entrance. And 2-5, Cavern 5. Ew. No? Okay. So be it. All right. Day 8. I think we're going to hide, move into the ledges. We will rest just to, over time, get our crap back. Boy, I hope I didn't waste too many days there. That's all. That's the only thing. I hope I did not waste too much time. But because to get the treasures I did, I can't get more victory points from Spider Bounty. I could get more money. So, boom, we are hidden. We move here. We pull this, and we are going to get a spider. Spider and bats, potentially, but just a spider today. So the spider appears on us. We are gonna... Obviously, we're going to fight this bad boy. Readying the weapon with chit. Any chit will do. And then we're going to play there like that. We will not play the oil or anything like that. That's just silly. He's not on our sheet. He doesn't line up. Does he flip? Because if he flips, different story here. He does. And so now we hit him with the H3, and he is dead. So there you go. We get another 3. Get another 3 prowess here. That is 9. We got to get 20 to start counting. And I will keep copy and paste. I will keep one of these. In my pocket as a trophy to turn in. Though I don't think I'm going to turn back. I'm not going to take the days. We're going to hide and get to here. So we're going to hide once and then move, and move to the valley. Oh, and we rested too, by the way. So we rested, and thus we did that. And then we're going to do the same thing here. And that's it. So next day, it's not going to matter what we roll, actually, because we're going to be in the valley, but we will roll it anyway. It's a 4. The hide is very important, though. Yes, and we do hide. And we are here, and the ghosts charge us. Done. So, first moment of the battle here. We're going to ready our weapon again. Of course, standard operating procedure is to get this thing readied and going. And we're going to hit that guy first. Remember, they're not on our sheet. They're not attacking us round 1. And he lines up anyway. So that's perfect. And doesn't flip. And he is dead. Now, this guy is on our sheet. But our weapon is unready. So that does suck a bit. But strangely enough, so I will actually play this to, oh, I can't. It's not lower than his time. So I cannot play that. So we're not going to have our weapon ready. We're going to have to take the hit if he indeed lines up with us. I'm going to play my move H4 here. And it doesn't matter what I play here. So I'm actually going to play like this. I just don't want to get my damn armor busted. I really would rather not. So let's see where he ends up. And I'm playing the optimistic. Nope, he goes straight down to the bottom. That was the wrong play, wasn't it? Does he flip? No, of course not. So he actually hits us. He's going to damage the armor and do a wound. So we will wound that chit. Well, that was just awful. Our weapon is ready now. Now we line up. He goes to the bottom again. Does he flip? No, and he's dead. So we actually took a wound. We actually took a damaged armor, which does suck a tiny bit. We could return to the chapel, of course. We took a wound, so that was this guy. But we get 6 prowess. So we're creeping ever closer to the magical 20. The only problem is this leaves us in a clunky spot because we're not going to be able to move in there hit. Unless, and yeah, I mean, we could just move it, right? And what's the worst could happen? The worst can happen is probably that you get the damn tremendous troll, which is a kill if it's hidden, and you're dead if you don't. So Although I will say the Tremendous Troll is not an option. I don't know if it's an option. You could get unlucky, and goblins too would suck, by the way. Not as much with the Ointment of Bite, actually. If the Ointment of Bite, you can fight them because you hit on ties the whole fight, and so you would be hitting these guys every other round at least. Could you get both these boxes in one? Because this guy only appears in 3, so he would appear there. If we rolled trolls and you ended up here, you're worried about Bone C and Roar, and so Snot Stink C, Roar. I think Roar is 6, and I forget what the other number is for Roar, to be quite honest with you. Is it 4? Because that would suck. Because then you go in, you'd get Bones and Roar, and you would draw the Tremendous on you. And that would be a death sentence, actually, for the unhidden knight. So, we did rest. So we moved into the valley, and we rest at the end of the day. So that would be this chit, and then that would have gotten wounded. So done. Really dying to get into here, but I don't know that I want to take the chance. We've already seen Smoke, but you could see Smoke C. That would be this guy. This guy's not as bad. I hate wasting a day. This is literally 3 phases that I'm going to waste, and I just don't feel like I just don't feel like that's a good scene. But I hate to go into the borderland without being hidden first. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna move 1. And then rest largely. I hate to say it. There's nothing else to do. And then you're not going to get ghosts. You're going to get nothing. So day 10 is going to be a wash. So day 10 we go here. We're going to rest our soul wound. And I don't even need to roll it because I'm in a valley. The ghosts are done, right? Day 11, we're going to hide and move into the borderland. So, God. Yeah, that drives me nuts. But I needed to do that. The other option would be to. The other option would have been to going in here to no, it wouldn't have mattered. You had to have, yeah. You'd have been done either way. That's fine. Day 11, we're gonna hide. We're gonna go in. What's the monster roll on day 11? So it's dragons. So you could get like Smoke Sea. You could get you could get the Lost City, which would suck if you were unhidden, and we are going to be unhidden anyway. So it was all a waste of time anyway. Ooh, wow. Okay. But boy, that would have been. That's a little shitty. It's a little shitty. It's okay. We can still manage, but it's a little shitty. So we find the vault where the tower is, but we have Stink Sea and the vault. Not super fan of walking up here without a hide, so here would be bad. I am going to go to here without a hide, though. So I'm going to move to here, and we're just going to have to hope for the best. So I'm going to move to 1. We're going to hope for the best. If we fight trolls, we're going to have to fight these 2 trolls. So it's monster roll time, and we're hoping for not a 4, pretty much. And we get a 5. So that's good, and we go boom, boom, and we're out. Boy, this game is going way too quick to be streaming, unfortunately. This would be great if I were just videoing this. We'd be done in like an hour and a half or something. We are now going to hide and move to the sprite. And the reason I'm going to grab the sprite is because if I can capture the sprite, then being unhidden here and the like if you happen to get, well, okay, it wouldn't work in this particular hex. And the reason it doesn't work in this particular hex is the fact that you would get 2 trolls. So you get 3 trolls on you, because if you rolled a 4, you get all these guys. That's going to suck. So you'd still want to be hidden, in my opinion, to kill the troll to kill the tremendous first thing. But in a normal situation, getting a tremendous troll by itself, even not being hidden, you hope the sprite can last a single round, and you get to ready your weapon and kill the troll in round 1 anyway. You should be fine. So 1 buddy makes all the difference for the White Knight in this case. So we're going to go get that buddy on day 13. So day 13 is a hide and a move into the deep woods. And we're going to get giants and trolls on this day, but we're going to be 1, 2, 3. And are we hidden or not? And the answer is we are. And we see that it is bone, so we're going to get a giant and the lair in 3. Ooh, well, I do like the lair, but I like the horde better. I don't mind a giant coming down, though. So the giant's here. Giant is an auto kill when we're hidden. So we are hidden. We're going to ready this with any old chip. We're going to play a tremendous. And now the giant can't dodge this, and it doesn't matter where he ends up. So he goes down here. He doesn't flip. I mean, it doesn't matter. And we kill him by hitting him tremendous T3 damage. And we get 8 prowess for killing a giant. And we didn't have to work very hard for it. That's going to put us over 20. And now we have 1 point of prowess. 2 points total. I'm not super jazzed about my score because I feel like I'm behind a bit, but I think on day 14, we're going to hide and search, hoping to find the dude. The spider bounty is going to be over, which sort of sucks. But let's get our rolls going here. And we get a 1 and a 2. So I don't think anything's going to appear. And we're gonna get the lair. So that's sort of cool. Okay. So we hide. And we are hidden. And we need to peer 3 times, so we have an unfortunately small chance of finding him, but we do. And we score the wood sprite. So I'm going to pull the sprite there. I am going to put a sprite here, so we have our second card. and our 3rd point overall. And the layer pops. So this guy appears here. But not on us. That's nice. And I'm actually going to replace the wood sprite with the sparrow, just because. So the sprite is scored. The only other thing we could do is learn a type 3 chit and gain. But I will say this. I do not want to convert any chits today. And frankly, that's just too good. The wood sprite is a nice thing for the knight, given his reliance on being able to ready his weapon. So the spider bounty is over. So my trophy is now worthless. My 2nd trophy is worthless. Done. And we can actually delete that. Might as well delete that. Okay. No, wrong solo thing there. Give me a second, if you would. So there are the rules. You can see I want to get 40 points, presumably prowess. So that would be helpful. Use more cash too, frankly. So, all right. We did score the sprite. We do have the buddy. I mean, the spell would be nice, not useful necessarily, but nice because it would give you 2 points. No, 1 point. You're right. Doesn't give me 2 points. It gives me half a point. So I'm good. We're just going to take what we got and just be done with it. But I'm through week 2 and I only have 3 points, so I'm getting a little nervous for my boy here for the knight. We can definitely kill this guy for 10. That's going to get us an extra half point in prowess. Not an issue. We can go then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, right? We can find this and go here, and then enter the tower without having to go through the cave. That's probably a little safer. And indeed, if you wanted to, then you could grab this dead adventurer and do that also. But on day 14, I will say the ghosts reappear. So that's the other slight problem, is that the ghosts are back in addition to anything else. But let's... I mean, I shouldn't say that. We probably should draw our 3 more events here before day 16 gets around. The cook, really? Okay, come on. 2. Amazing weather I toss. And so I get amazing weather again, which I toss. So this is still 2. Oh, I get the Dwarven Smith. Wow, that is awful, by the way. Oh no, that's a honest to God thing. Okay. Wow, that's a great one. Where is this dude? The Lost Castle. Son of a bitch. If the Lost Castle was here, that would be the most amazing thing ever. So we got the cook. So I'm going to put the cook in a dwelling. 3, the cook is in the house. That's great, I suppose. Cook's here. We can hire him. I do want to reduce all the prices for these. I think I'm going to make them all like $4 a day, or $4 to hire. The Dwarven Smith's in the Lost Castle. I love it, but that always ends up being so conditional. And then Wolf Bounty. Ooh, man, do I not love that draw? So the Smith is somewhere at the Lost Castle. Remember, the Lost Castle is always in 1. So, for instance, if it's in the Crag, then you were spending a weeks to get through there. A week, at least. If it's here, you're spending a week. If it's here, oh, so easy, so lucky. Same thing, if it's here, it's a little easier to get to. But you're really looking for that bad boy to be in the ledges, the deep woods. We know it's not in any of these 3. So it's got to be in one that's going to be a disaster. So the problem is, I don't think either of these is that valuable to the White Knight. So that is a very unlucky draw for the Knight. So let's think about this for a second, because we only have 2 weeks left. Like, we are literally on the latter half of our lives. I mean this game. Sorry. Let's see. it's my mortality speaking. So let's think about this real quick. 2 great treasures would net us 2 points. So we can shoot for that, right? 2 great treasures. That gives us 5 points. Gold, maybe we get lucky and we can get a gold point. So maybe 3 points gets us 6. We're still, though, looking for at least 2 more card points to get to 8. And that's going to be Plant Your Flag in the Mage Tower. And maybe a Dead Adventurer gets us to 9. So we're looking for 3 points, not cards, and at least 3 points of cards. I hope. If we spend too much time looting the lair, then we'll only have a week left. We'll be scoring nothing. A couple people have mentioned, hey, one month is too short for some of these games. And I'm like, yes, I agree on one hand. On the other hand, the race, the tension is super nice on the solo runs especially. And on the solo runs, the tension's nice. But 2 months might be better. But I don't know what I have to score VP wise in 2 months to make that a good game. Doing 4 players for 2 months, way too long. It would take a god awful amount of time to actually record all those. So I do think we hide. So I think with that draw, we are going to hide, move to the lair. We will search twice. Done. And that's it. We are ready to go. I think you're right, Rob. We do need to at least give the lair a shot because we have the gloves now. So giants and trolls are going to show up. So we're going to get another one. So hide's important, and we are hidden. Oh. Now we're going to search. Oh, please find it. New. And another search. And it almost fell correctly. And we're going to get the giant. Now this sucks a little bit. This sucks a tiny bit. But, because this is going to cost us a day. I think it's going to, well, it might not cost us a day. It might not cost us a day. So let's drag these two to our spot here. We are hidden, so the first attack's going to be for free, and both of those are auto kills for us for free. It's not going to cost us a day because we also have this guy if we want. So we're done. This is good. This guy pays off instantly. I still think I could have done it though, but it would have cost me some fatigue. Maybe not. Yeah, probably some fatigue. So I'm going to say round one, we're going to ready our weapon. With this guy, we're going to play this guy on the readied weapon, and it's not going to matter where he ends up. He's going to end up here, in fact. The head's going to go to the north there, but since he's not on our sheet, done. We kill him. We're on technically his sheet, targeting him, and he is dead. With T3 attack. Now this goes unready. And the giant is on our sheet. So we should have killed him in the other order. Son of a bitch. Yeah, because I don't think this matters. So I'm going to replay that, but we're going to do it in this order. This is a smarter order, I think, because I don't think it matters. So we ready the weapon. We're going to kill him with a T3 attack, and he is dead first. But now the dragon comes to my sheet. But I'm going to lure it with our sparrow here. So the sparrow will lure this guy before he gets on me to here. Sparrow's lured. I'm going to ready my weapon. And now I have a T3 attack. Covering the sparrow, effectively. But it barely matters. So this guy goes down here like that. Does the head flip? Doesn't matter. He does flip. Our attack 3 goes off first. It's a tremendous attack. And we kill the dragon before he even gets to touch the sparrow because... And it's not a sparrow. It's a wood sprite. I'm sorry, wood sprite. And we're done. We kill that guy. So we get 8 plus 20. So it's 28 versus 26. It barely matters. But it's worth 2 extra... 16. Yeah, it would have been 26 versus 28. So we're going to get Giant and T-Dragon. And that's going to be a total of 28 points because we get the multiplier. And so that puts us to 28. That's 51. So that's going to put us over the top for prowess. So we now have 2 prowess points. So that's good. That is another point that we needed to get. We didn't find the lair. But that's okay. And I'll tell you why that's okay. So the only thing is bats. And 1 bat is okay. 1 bat is not going to be that bad. 2 bats is going to suck, and 3 bats we'd rather not fight still at this point in time. So we're going to have to see how the rolls play out here. But day 15, I think I'm in good shape. I think day 16, we're going to search, because I think I am good. I don't think I need to hide quite yet. All we have is 1 bat that I can draw off with my buddy. So as long as we don't roll a 6 today, we're in good shape. And we roll a 1. So we're going to have dragons, but not here because we've killed him already. So good. So we don't hide. We're going to just search 4 times on day 16. Looking for a 4. And we get it. So the lair is found on search 1. And so now we have 3 loots. This is sweet. This is where everything just goes perfect, right? Or I draw the cloven hoof first treasure. Golden armband. I mean, you know, whatevs. We're going to put it out here because why not? Done. So that's 1. 2 is the 6th treasure in the bowl. It's the Book of Lore. Oops, Book of Lore. Not that useful. That's the 2nd loot. 3rd loot. 3rd loot is a 4. Oh, we roll 1 die. Well, there you go. We'll roll 1 die at the end of here. So, Power Gauntlets doesn't suck. And we get the 4th treasure for our final Beast Pipes. None of those are that great for us. I think the Power Gauntlets are fine. I think actually we keep the Deft Gloves activated because those really mean more to us, strangely enough, at the moment. But yeah, we could swap those out, right? And then you would have you would literally have the White Knight fighting as best as he could fight with 0 fatigue. That takes everything that's bad about the White Knight and just gets rid of it. Now, how much gold does this all represent? This would represent 15, 18, and 18. 36 gold if we just, right, if we just dropped that. So it's 36 gold here. And I'll put that out there, even though I don't know that it would matter. But 36 gold would put us to 45, which doesn't suck entirely. And that would get us a point. I think that gets us 1 gold point or half a gold point. Take a quick look. That would actually get us 1 gold. If we had 45, because it counts the original 10 that we started with in that. So 40 gold is going to give us a point. That's also good. That's another point we need. So I think I hate to say it, I think we stick with it 1 more day, at least. And we're going to loot the lair out on day 17, and we're going to see what the monster roll is. If it's not a 6, oh, it's a 2. Serpents and Demons. And we're going to search. And hopefully we get 1 or 2 more of these guys. Well, we get the 3rd one. So there you go. Oh, the frickin' Cloven Hoof. Oh, God. And there you go. Okay. All right. That's 1. Now we have to roll a 1. 2. We roll a 1, 3. There we go. So we got the 2nd treasure. We cannot get that last treasure. It is the chest. I do not feel. God damn it. I don't feel like carrying this damn thing around. But I'm going to carry it around momentarily. So that I can put it in a better space effectively. Like I'm going to drop it here or something, right? And leave it so that I can get to it if I find any of the bits. But that's really it, because I cannot get this last treasure with the Cloven Hoof in this spot. So I'm not sure what to do with the damn Cloven Hoof. I think I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going to move out to the valley and drop both the chest and the hoof and the Cloven Hoof. I'm going to leave them there. And I'm going to drop, I'm going to not abandon them. I'm going to drop them. That allows me to pick them up at a later date. Since I have no other players, this is not a multi, hand game. So no one else is going to pick those treasures up. And so it's sort of safe to do so. And that means if I stick around, I could last moment, because right now I have a point. I have a great treasure point, because the Cloven Hoof is a great treasure. So I could last moment get that done. So I am going to move into the valley. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to end up here. No roll matters at this point on day 18 because, again, it's not going to matter. And so we move, and move. And I am going to, at the end of the day, a drop, not these bad boys. So you can abandon them, which means they become like a lootable site, but you have to like loot it. You can drop it for everyone to see. You can cache it, which only you know where it is. All of those things. We are also going to swap these out. So we do have, what is it, the handy gloves? No, it's the power gloves. Right? Yeah. We do have 2 chits from our gear. And we will we'll definitely equip the deft gloves if we need to. I don't think the only thing I would consider doing, I don't love it though at the moment, would be only thing I would consider doing would be going back. If I was going to go back, I would go back with the specific concept of figuring out which of these quests I want to turn and get rid of. But I don't hate the quests. I hate my progress on them. I've not made any progress on them. But that's mostly just the board circumstance has not played out. I'm gonna make 2 points right here in this next few moments, right? In the next couple days. Hopefully. I need to find this. This pass is gonna be the worst. So, and it's always a case where if this was again, so that's where if it's a 2-month game, I can look for the lost keys too, right? I have this time to do stuff. And like I said, I mean, we need the time pressure is sort of necessary for the 10 points to make any sense, or the 12 points or whatever. Otherwise, I mean, we would have to double it. I don't think you would double it. I think you would add some number based on how many more cards you think someone can pull. Because prowess, gold, great treasures, spells, you can only get 8 points max from those no matter what. In any case, we're going into the ruin. 100% into the ruin. We are probably going to hide once. Move into the ruin, and then a search to try to find this path here. So it's day 19. Pretty much anything but a 3 would be great for us. It's a 2. So we're going to end up here with a single hide. Let's roll it. And it is a 6, so we are not hidden. It is Bones and the Lost City in 3. Well, I mean, that could be good in the sense that it could draw something interesting that we need. The altar would be one thing where I'd be like pretty happy, or the shrine. But we're gonna get flutter, which oh, we get the pool. That's gonna suck. The altar in 1. That's awesome. And the shrine in 4. So we got all the demons here. So in all the treasure sites, we have 4 treasure sites. We have also found 7 treasure sites. So there's only 1 more treasure site left on the entire board. So something to keep in mind. And we do have serpents and demons. So these 2 are out. And that's good for us. That's going to be a quick point here. We did... Did we roll our search? No, we just rolled our high. Let's roll our search. We're looking for a 1, 2, or 3. That's my fault. No, we didn't find anything. Okay. So the shrine is here. The altar is here. Done. The funny part is I did not anticipate ever seeing 2 demons at the same time, so I don't really have that on the card. I would assume that you would not have to not fight, you would not necessarily have to fight either demon. I suppose you can, you don't get double the benefit or anything. That's silly, but so this is definitely a dangerous hex. On day 20, we're going to hide and search. Man, I would love to do a move. I would love to have a move in there, but boy. So what's your chance of going a 3, 2, or 1? So a 1 is 1 in 36. A 2 is 3, so that's 4 in 36. And then I believe a 3 is a 5 in 36. Yes. So you now have 9 chances in 36. So it's 25% chance to get a 3, 2, or a 1. 25%. So that means you have 3/4 chance to fail, and doing it twice means you have a 9/16 chance to fail. So it's still over 50% to fail. I think we're just going to search 3 times on day 20. So let's roll a monster roll day 20. Day 20 is a 2 again. So they're coming to me. So that's perfect. We're going to hide once. Pointless, but we're going to do it. And we do hide. We are going to search 3 times. We do still need to find this stupid path. We really could use it. Done. And it is found on the first one. So Ruins 1-5, one of the most important paths in the game, I always find, is found. Is there anything else to be searched in here? I don't think there is. So, not going to. So these guys come to us. And we're going to now play Consult Demon. So, Consult Demon. Demons don't, they don't battle you that evening. They are done. You earn a VP and a boon. So we're going to take our VP. So Consult is our point. That gives us our 3rd and total of 5th point right now. So good. That's awesome. Man, if I had quest cards in the discard pile, I would actually might take this Change of Heart because that's a fascinating possibility. The only problem with Demon Lore is that it eats up super useful chits that I otherwise need. And I don't need them as much, though, do I? Because I have the power guns. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Demon Lore. I'm going to convert this chit for sure. So we're going to actually pull Witchy Poo. I think Witch has some good slow type 5s that she can offer us. Yeah, done. So we're going to take that chit for sure. And I will see if I'm going to convert another chit here. I do allow myself to pick the spell first, typically, but I probably shouldn't. I should probably commit ahead of time. I'm going to draw this deck because we should be able to get all the spells. What spell is it that we learn in our Unholy Fallen Paladin? It is Power of the Pit. We're never going to cast Power of the Pit. So I'll convert my one chit. The only other advantage, by the way, to converting two chits is now you can actually flip tiles. But, yeah, am I going to do that? No, I'm not going to do that. So Consult Demon is scored. We now have white and black magic in our widget there, and we have learned a single spell, which gives us a half point, because for some reason spells are 2 in the Magic Realm victory conditions. And we have Explore the Caves. We're never going to explore the caves, by the way. Awesome. Power in a Pit. Yeah, it's like last day. You have a fight you can't win. Screw it. We're going for this. Boom. Done. So So the only problem is, so here's the problem with this. Oh, this is awful. The problem with this is that we now cannot plant our flag until those 2 are dead. And the other problem, so and we need to, this all needs to be done. They need to be cleared out. Whoa. Plant your flag might be a non-starter at this point because there is no good way to end our day and kill those demons and probably not have rolled another monster, right? You would have to totally kill out this hex, and you'll get rid of the triangles. And you're unhidden. You encountered these guys, so it's not like we can attack them now. We could. We would just be taking Power of the Pits all day. If the Inquisition was up, we would attack these guys absolutely 100% to get our extra point. As it stands, I am super concerned. Attacking them now, I could put the sprite on one of them, probably the Winged Demon. And I would have to take one pit. I would take the Demon Pit. And obviously, you don't want to roll a 1 or a 2 because then you're dead. I think a 3 sucks. Let's take a quick look at Power of the Pit. I mean, not terrible. 1 or 2 is the, and 4 sucks. 1, 2, or 4, and 6, frankly. 1, 2, 4. It's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. So not great. I think we have to bag it. I think we just have to assume we're not doing it. Well, you can't ambush them. We're unhidden. You would have to leave, but then when you came back in, you'd be ending the day here, which means you're going to be drawing more. you're drawing more monsters. So my point isn't that killing the demons is impossible. My point is killing the demons right now does subject me to a fair bit of risk. Go all in. It does subject me to a fair bit of risk. And you'd have to kill them today. Once you consulted them, you'd have to kill them now. My weapon's not readied, as a for instance, nor would it be. I would take a power of the pit, and he would hit me. And, I mean, then I would kill him next round. In the meantime, this guy may or may not have the other dude on him. He might have the other dude in his grasp. So I'm just saying that combat could go bad. Well, but the stream ends when this guy dies. I mean, I'm done. Like that's the game. So I do want to score him points, right? Battle of the Pits. Everybody casts Power of the Pit. Actually, the problem is theirs would interrupt mine. I can't cast it fast enough to not be interrupted. So I actually would not get my Power of the Pit off. So what I have to do, I know what I'm going to do though. So okay, that's all fine and good. We're gonna have to get rid of Plant Flag, I think. So I think we're done with Plant Flag. I am going to go here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. And probably pull up short there. There is purple next day. That's going to suck a little bit. But I want to get out of this, strangely. Like, I don't want to be in here anymore. Because you could get Bone C. You know, you could get a lot of things, essentially. Although I will say this, the worst can happen is if you go like 1, 2, the worst could happen would be you getting 2 trolls and an imp. By the way, also sucks 2 trolls and because you're gonna get yourself cursed. Here you could draw the 2 trolls alone. And the tremendous. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 and be hit. So I'm gonna go move into the borderland and be hit. Done. So it's day 21. You get 2 dice instead of 1 die, which is a rule I love for various reasons. 3 and 6. So bats and ogres, wolves, goblins, octopi. The patrol leaves the board. But that's really all that happens. And we end up here and hidden, or not hidden, but no one cares at this point. We're not hidden, nothing appears, and we are done. So, yay. I am going to up. So, okay. So it's the last week. It is going to be day 22. We're going to draw 3 more of these just to see what's what. Goblin Horde. I like that. Maybe. The Rift. I don't mind that. And Goblin Siege. There are goblins everywhere. So let's do the Rift first. That's the easiest one to... Oops. Okay. Do the Rift. The Rift is in the Crag. It is Crag 5. Rift. Crag 5 is early-ish in there. I feel bad. If I had two black chits, I could go and commune with it, which would do me no good, but I could. We now have a Goblin Horde, and the Goblin Horde is going to appear in a random clearing. 8-2 ledges 2. So we get, what is it, 5 axes and a sword. I wish I could draw. I wish I could literally. Did I just draw 5 goblins? Oh man, that is awesome. Okay, that's cool. I like that. 5 axes and a sword goblin. It doesn't matter. I still have to pull them out. So and they fly out at like a crazy speed. So that wasn't actually that useful to do that. I thought I was being clever. I wasn't. Where did I say? Ledges 2. Ledges 2, ledges 2, ledges 2. Okay, well, that's where the Horde is. That guy is a little dangerous for us, but we can probably take him out, I think. He's actually, strangely, I think, more dangerous on this side than he is. No, not really. These guys aren't that dangerous at all. I think theoretically they could assign a bench warrant. So if you do not respond to a jury duty letter at all, if you just left it, then in theory it could go after some period of time to a judge or a magistrate, and that guy could sign a bench warrant, and then you would have probably a local. I don't know where you live. Here it could be the Allegheny County Sheriff, or it could be the local police knock on your door and drag you in front of a magistrate. So they would issue a bench warrant, I believe. Now, you probably wouldn't go to jail. They'd probably drag you in front of the magistrate. The magistrate would be like, hey, why didn't you respond to the letter? And then you would have to come up with a very sorry, or whatever, right? We do have a Goblin Horde. We choose a random dwelling that is currently on the board. Reroll if it's not on the board. And that is the house. And the house is surrounded. So I'm going to say... Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they do or not. I actually don't know. I don't know what the actual procedure is for... Oh, there you go. Again, I believe they could just drag you in. We're going to put the axe goblins on either side. We're going to put them on this side. I'm going to put the spear goblins over here. I'm going to say both these places are under siege. Right? Because they're just like this. And the sword goblin goes here. Now, that's not terrible, but you will have to clear out. I have to clear out both of those. And that's a little bit of doing. All right, so I want to go to the mage tower. So I'm doing the damn mage tower. So I'm going to hide first. Hell, I'll hide 3 times, and I will move to the tower, just in case everything goes awry. So you'll see my position here. I am sort of screwed. Like I only have 5 points. I don't think the tower will buy my crap. No. They do know spells. I technically could, but no. Uh, so I think I'm going to check the tower. The reason I'm checking the tower is if I can get into the tower, not only do I get a point, which would be 6.5 points, but yeah, I mean, you can. I mean, the problem with going is, if you don't want to sit, you're going to be stuck there for some period of time doing whatever. I think, though, I'm going to go to the Mage Tower, and hopefully, if I can get in, I'm going to um, end my day there to turn in my quests, because those all count for that. Then we need to look at our last 6 days and figure out what the heck are we doing to win this game. So, what are we doing to win this game? How many points can we accumulate? So that'll be my 6.5 point. I suppose the Dead Adventurer could be my 7.5 point. So let's get the tower first, and then we'll assess. Okay, so let's just get that done. So that's my day 22. Let's get this done. I always send it back in. I never get called up. So it is Giants and Trolls. So we're going to get, that's the worst possible roll we can get. But we do hide 3 times. So you end up at the tower. We have to roll a die. I've got to hope that it's, I truly now have to hope that it is, oh, it's a 1. That sucks. So we have the Mage, which I actually do not, which actually I don't have a counter for him, which sort of sucks. So we're going to have to just get a random chit here. I don't love it, but we'll get a random chit. Here, I'm gonna pretend he's that guy. Nah, that's a bad one. That's a bad one. It's got to be a better dude. Someone a little bit closer. Yeah, I'm gonna pull the bash card. I'm gonna pull the bash car out, and I'm gonna look at the tower here to figure out what his stats are. He's L3-4 and L3-3. So we're just gonna. I'll make him next time. I've never seen this, strangely enough. Use the ghost. Well, this guy's a little bit closer, only because. Wait, so he's L3-4. So he's L3. We'll put that there. Right? So that goes there. Now, mind you, he's also 3 sharpness stars. Like, that's a ridiculous number of sharpness stars. that's like, whoa, who pissed in your Wheaties? that is a lot of stars. More stars than the monolith. We don't got this, and I'll tell you why. Because we're also facing all the trolls. So this has become all of a sudden a mess. So L3 star 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 4 or L3 star 3. So that sort of sucks, but that's fine. We will. Think we can unchain this? Can we unchain that? No, probably not. Darn it. Okay. You are chained. You are chained, sir. We will get this done. Honest. This is scintillating content right here. Watching me try to putz this. So he is L3, 3, and summon. So the first time he is on this side, he casts summon instead. So here's the problem. Not only do we get him, but we get these two trolls and this guy. That might have made this a non-event. The power of tabletop. Well, I will make the mage because I've made a bunch of others, so I will make the mage. It's not actually that hard, really. I need images that I can put in the middle is most difficult part because I'm not going to make a picture. So how would I go about this? So round 1, I'm still hidden, so that's good. Probably the Tremendous Troll is actually the one that's dangerous. So he would have to go round 1. He'd be the auto kill on round 1. On round 2, probably the mage gets taken over by the little guy, the sparrow. And I'm trying to kill those two trolls. And I probably, I can't ready my weapon, so I probably play the Ointment of Bite on that to hit on a tie. Now, that's still not going to save me for a round, but that will save me, well, or do I care, right? Because I don't care. Actually, that I wouldn't play the Ointment of Bite because my attack's either too slow. The only one it would kill is this guy on this side. As soon as he flips, I have another monster to deal with. So there are possibly 5 monsters in this thing. So round 1 has to go real well. Round 2 is going to be sort of a mess because I'm just going to be probably tanking a hit. All right, so we are going to do it though. We are going to do it because otherwise I get no. I'm getting no. I also took the mage tower with me, so maybe I just won. So here we are. And we are absolutely going to do exactly what it said. Round 1, we ready our weapon in hiding with this chit or whatever. We're going to play this chit on the weapon, and T3, we're going to kill this guy round 1. Round 2, well, done. You got just the Sparrow is going to take this guy. I take both of these. My weapon is unreadied. Now, I only have to do heavy damage, so that's okay. Could I ready the weapon? I cannot ready the weapon. I do not have a fast enough time to ready the weapon. I'm going to play my move here. No, I'm going to play my move there. And I'm going to go there. And I'm going to aim at that guy. And strangely enough, I actually hope he hits me. I mean, if he hits me, that's great. I get $11 out of it. Otherwise, I have to find a way to sell this thing. It's $4 less than I would, but that at least gives me some extra protection against getting my armor damage, which is going to put me in the hole there a little bit. So Troll is dead. We are at round 2 here. Let's see how this goes. I think I'd like a 4 to happen. I don't. I get a 6. So unfortunately, this guy goes up and this guy goes down. So that's actually all good. Everyone's gonna whiff here. Let's see what speeds they are. Now, he does not flip and he does flip. So he's an H5, 4, done. My weapon flips. And that's how we're gonna start round 2. Probably like that. Okay? Let's see how he does on round 1. And this is probably more important than anything else. I'd rather this guy not flip because I don't want to deal with an elemental because I'm going to kill a troll next round. Nor do I want my guy to get hit, of course. Now he will go here. So not hit by the spell. We're looking for no flipping. No flip. Perfect. Done. Round 3. Six. He's gonna swap up. He's gonna swap to the bottom. No one's going to hit me. Now I'm hoping. I don't care what happens to this top guy. He does flip. What happens to the bottom guy? Don't care. I do, but I don't. So this goes like this. I hit him. He is dead. That's my second kill. I think I'm going to leave. I think I'm going to leave my guy. Oh, we got to roll him. That's unfortunate. We got to roll. We got to roll Sparky. Sparky is not going to make it. Yeah, he's going to line up. Actually, I don't know if I hope he flips or not. He does not flip, though. Let's look at the missile table. So, Sparky is light. I think Sparky's dead no matter what. And he is. So he gets nuked by the firebolt. And so he is dead. This guy comes to my sheet. That may change my life here a little bit. That may change this. He's a time 3, so he's going to hit me too. I don't like that. But he's going to hit armor, so he's not going to kill me. But I just don't love it. I don't love it. I really actually hope he hits the golden armband, to be quite honest with you. So, because I'd rather him destroy that than destroy the armor. And my weapon is unready, so I am hosed no matter what you do here this round. So I'm going to stick with the troll. Sticking with the troll. 4. Everybody stays put. Does the first guy flip? He does not. Does the second guy flip? He does not. Okay. So what happens is this attack goes first. I get to roll on the missile table. Now this could be good if he rolls a high number. He's doing light and 3 stars. Oh! He does light and 3 stars minus 3. He does light damage. That hits the heavy armor and does nothing. This guy, however, does medium damage, so he smashes the golden armband for 11 bucks. And that is destroyed. And then I crush him, so he is dead. Now, the bad news is my weapon is still unready. The good news is I can play top row like I always play because that's just easier for me to. I'm used to it. How's that? So that's quickly grokking. So done. And that's it. We play the next round. So we didn't take a we did take a wound because he did hit armor and he did medium damage. So we're gonna play that, and we're wounded. We're gonna roll this dude. He lines up. If he flips, that's gonna suck. He does not flip. He does hit us again. So he's going to do some damage. So we're hoping he rolls. Another 6 would be just fine, by the way. I'd even take M damage, though. Ooh, well, I think that's okay. So he does L star, star, star. So he does light, medium, heavy, tremendous. No, that's not going to be okay. Well, it might. He does -1 level. So that's light, medium, heavy. Right? Light, medium, heavy, tremendous. Yes. So 1 level down. 1 sharpness star is gone because of armor, and now he's doing medium damage. So he does not break the armor, but he will wound me. So I'm going to take another wound, and then I'm going to smack this guy, and he is dead. Unfortunately, this is not going to get me anything, but I'm going to get 8, 18, 33. I don't have a value for the mage, to be quite honest with you. I'll give him the, So I'm gonna just not do it because I don't know what he gets, but I have 84 prowess now, which would be great. I do score the tower. That battle actually went okay. Though I did lose my buddy, which sort of makes me sad. That is my 4th card, my 6.5 point. I don't know how to say that. Mages are worth 40, and 1,000 gold is what I thought. And unfortunately, the Mage Tower doesn't do me any good in terms of, but I do get to turn in. I'm going to turn in cards. So I'm ditching these 2 cards. And maybe I'm ditching Locate the Horde just because I just don't see how I'm going to. Man, I literally cannot drop these cards onto the cards. Now I can, one at a time. It's amazing. It's easy, trivial even. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3. The Archmage Tower goes into the pile of things that have been sort of resolved. I get Danger Sense, which strangely is interesting for him. It's not as bad. Horde probably is in the Crag. Yeah, you're probably right. So we get Goblins in Peril. Gobos in Peril. Danger Sense. The reason Danger Sense is sort of interesting is because he actually could use that. Because he could walk into a monster and just flip that and then be a T3 and kill the monster. So he can auto kill a lot of things with Danger Sense. Like, there's actually a lot of melee characters which Danger Sense is not as good as just hiding, right? So it would be choose a group of goblins in a tile with at least one other group of monsters. Is there such a thing? No, because that would be easy. We can do rescue, though. Now, our buddy's dead, so that sort of stinks. He is dead. We already deleted him, so good. So, here's what we're going to do. I would like to take the briefest of breaks. If I actually had liquor in the house, I would get a glass because we're gonna need to sit and chat about this situation here. Because I still need 3.5 points. God damn it, and that's rough. So let's take a moment. I will get another drink, non-alcoholic. This is the Shirley Temple week here, and I'll come back in a few minutes. We will have a 10-minute discussion about how can we get the points potentially in the 6 days we have remaining, and then we'll plot out our next day here. So please stay put. I hope you will. I'll be back in only a few minutes. Probably toss this because I don't want any more coffee tonight. I'll see you in a bit. All right. All right, I am back, and we are getting ready to write day 23. So we only have 6 days left. We've got to score 3.5 points. At minimum, I would like to score 3.5 points. Obviously, you want 5.5 points. That's a rough haul. Plant flag is gone because we've gotten rid of it. We have goblins in peril, but no. We have rescue. I will probably pop rescue. That sounds okay. So we've got 6.5 points. You could theoretically pop the vault. You'd have to find it, which is going to suck. But you could theoretically pop the vault. You do have a tremendous troll here, so you'd have to worry about that because you still have Stink C again could appear one last time. But doesn't matter because you have danger sense. In that case, you could literally naked. You do your days naked there, no hides, right? Search. Find the vault hopefully on day one. Loot it 2-3 times. 1 or 2 of those is a great treasure, maybe let's say. And so that gets you a point or 2. Let's call that 2 days worth of putzing. But that's 2 of your 4 days. So let's pretend you got 2 great treasures in 2 days. Wow, that's maybe a little bit ambitious, but let's pretend. You pop rescue here. Or maybe you do it 1, 2. I mean, the problem is you have to end up here and here. So this going through this is one day to here, a day to here because you only get 2 phases out of the cave because you can't run that way when you first enter the cave, which sucks. So this is 2 days. This is your 3rd day. You kill all these guys even. Let's say you do kill all of them. And that could be up to 2. That could be 2 points. You kill the horde and you rescue there. So that's 2 points. So there would be your 4. You get 4 points out of that. If you could get 2 treasures out of there in 2 days, this would be 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, and you'd have 10.5 points. I think you're going to be better going, I think. So the other thing you could do is go here. So again, let's say we pop the vault 2 days. 3 days to hereish. The only problem is, so here's what I don't want to do. I don't want to be searching in a cave the last week, typically, because you only get 2 searches. I don't have any extra phases in the caves. You're making a big assumption you're going to be able to pull that guy out of the cave for a point. Have you checked the mountain? No, I've not checked the mountain. What am I looking for in the mountain? Gotta find points. I mean, the Lost Castle's gonna be there potentially, right? Because the Lost Castle's either there or the Crack. So I would go to the Rift first, I think, before I went. Oh right, the Smith. The Smith could be there. I mean, sure, but I have a treasure site right here. Like, I don't think It's last week, Rob, and I'm short of points. I need stuff that I know where it is, kind of, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think I'm searching in the caves. I think the Dead Adventure is out. Both of them. The Rift might be the a way to go. Let's talk that out. So you're 1, 2, 3 to here, probably. Hiding 1, 2 to here. Maybe 3, 4. Then you could get to here. You could then close the rift, but you would have to wound. And you don't know what what that's going to end up looking like. Because the Guardian could be whatever. So yeah, and the Smith, if the Smith's going to be here, if he's going to be in the up there, that's bad. And the same thing, he's here, so that's terrible. So how about this? Let's bank on. Do my cards? No, the cards do not help with the goblins. The only cards the goblin would help with would be if there was a stack of goblins and another monster. There are no stacks of goblins with another monster. These don't count. Smith sucks. It does. It does. That's a bad way. So the ways you could go would be, like I said, you could either try to draw 2 here. Now, mind you, you have to find the vault. So you're hoping to find the vault on day 1. On day 2, you're hoping to draw 2 treasures. On day 3, let's say I pop rescue. Let's say I pop rescue here. On these guys, then you go. Then you're hoping to get through here without drawing too much attention and get here. Kill these 3 and get you another point. Rescue. Done. So that is a 3rd point. Killing these guys would then get you the 4th point with your buddy. And more to the point, I think. So I think that's what we're doing. I think we're going to go. We're going to try a day here. If we don't find the vault in one day, I think we have to then just leave. We're going to try to get through here without incident and try to avoid these guys. We're going to pop rescue here. Kill these dudes. Sell all of our treasure that we can here and get as much gold as we can. How much gold can we get? Well, we can sell 18, 21, 21. So you can get 41 bucks. 51 bucks. You could get technically up to 51 bucks. You could theoretically, you just score a point. So that's a point. So that's one more point. Yep, I think we're doing it. Okay, so search. And we're just going to pop the rescue actually right now. We're just going to pop a rescue. I don't even care who it is, to be honest. Now, mind you, it could be someone interesting though, right? So you add 2 to it. Could be a soldier or a guard. I don't know. 7, it's a bash car. Ugh. Slimy bash cars. So we pop rescue. We're going to search all day here and then see what happens. So, monster roll. 3. Ogres, wolves, goblins, octopi. That's fine. And we are searching all day. We're hoping for a 4 or a 1. Super early, by the way. Yes. Oh, round 1. So, So we find the vault first thing. I'm going to, as part of my, each phase there, we're going to flip to there. I'm going to fatigue a T. We are going to loot the vault 3 more times today. I do need the lost keys for the chest. So we get the 4th treasure. It is the Girdle of Energy. Not super useful, but so be it. It's more money. We might be able to get more points of gold, so that's 1. The 2nd treasure, 2. The Flying Carpet, but still more money. And 3. This is gonna be the beautiful one. I can smell this one. First card. The Lucky Charm. Well, okay. I just want 1 great treasure. Just one. Just one. So let's figure our days here. 1, 2, 3. We're going to have to hide here. Then we're going to have to hide and go 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 2 days to here. So if day 24 we stayed here, but keep in mind there's only 2 treasures in there. So day 24, it'd be day 25 and day 26 to here. I could pick up the Cloven Hoof for a point and sort of end that way. We have enough cash now. So when we sell, I would like to pick up, so when we sell, we get 30 gold, 40, 51 gold, 65 gold. So we do have 65 gold coming. So that's going to be 1.5 points the way gold works. So that ain't bad. That's a whole... Okay. All right. So we have to make sure we stop at the guard or whatever to sell some stuff. So I say we move on. Man, I would love to do it, but I say we move on. I say we hide and go 1, 2, 3. We're going to hide and move. And we have an extra rest because we do have an extra rest. So next day, let's go. We're going to move out. 5 is spiders. I think we're good. We're going to hide. We only need a die now, so that's sort of fun. We do 1, 2, 3. We are going to draw, the statue does draw that guy. So he is done. Same thing, we're going to, we rest. Same thing, we're going to hide. Move. We are going to rest. We'll rest first. No one's in our clearing there. Day 24. I don't think it's going to matter what monster roll appears because we're going to be in a valley. But we're bats. We do need to hide. It's a 5, so we're hidden. 1, 2, 3. We do rest, so we'll pull back one of the wounded chits. I am probably going to try to save the Ointment of Bite. Just offhand. We will ready our weapon. This guy, we are hidden. We are ready to kill. We'll probably have the power gauntlets on, not these gauntlets. Where does this guy end up? And we're hoping, nope, he doesn't line up. So that sucks a little bit. Does he flip, though? Because that would be nice. And he doesn't flip. Now all the goblins are on our sheet, so that does suck. We'll aim at him. We're going to play H4, H4. That's fine. Ideally, we would have killed that guy, but we didn't. 3. So, hey, these two switch. So that sucks. Does the first dude flip? Of course he does. Does the second guy flip? Please have him flip at least. No, of course he doesn't. And the third guy does. So, thanks. Thanks, game. I appreciate that. We're going to get hit. That's going to burn this suit, and that sucks because now gold is probably not an issue. We have lost $17 worth of points there. We do take a wound. Glad we rested. It's not great. This is not going great. They line up, so that's good. First guy does not flip. Second guy does flip. Third guy does flip. He is killed because of the quick mace, and he is done. Well, now we have a problem, and we are unarmed. So these guys can just fricking kill us now, is the actual issue we have. So that is not great. Don't really need that like that. That isn't great. We're going to aim at him. And of course, our weapon is unready. Now, the nice thing is, so we don't have to deal with that. So the nice thing is, these guys are, well, no, I do have to deal with it. He flipped. Shit. Okay. Oh. Nope, can't do it. Can't do it. So I've got to I got to attack him or not line up. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to be slower than either of these guys. So I need him to not, if he comes up here, I am dead. If he does not come up here, I'll be fine-ish because at least, because this will either kill this guy or this thing will flip over. So I'm looking for a 1 or a 4. Oh, God, I get a 6. And the knight is going to die. Unless this guy flips over, which he does not. Bottom guy does not. Knight's killed. Last week. Sucks. Not sure there was anything else I could have done either. That was just the unlucky oh, you know what I could do? All right. I'm gonna wipe that one. I am gonna do that combat over. Now, I know I'm giving myself mulligans all day, so that's a little sucky. I'll do that combat over, and I'll tell you why. Because seeing where I ended up, I should be playing Danger Sense. Like there's a point past which you should play. Like if I'm in that position where I'm like, oh, this is going poorly. Okay, this is driving me nuts that this card can't quite not fall through the other card. I'm not sure why that is. Some of these objects don't behave nicely, and I'm not sure why that is. I should play Danger Sense at some point to give myself a better shot. So if I'm in that position where I'm like, well, I'm going to just get murdered here, then I should play Danger Sense. So let's pretend we're back at the beginning, and we will see where that's going to get us. So we readied that then. We were down a wound. We did not have one of those wounds. So we do this. Well, and this time it's going to be easier because I hit the guy the first round. So that's sort of dumb, but... And he is dead. I'll put asterisks on their wins. So my weapon is unreadied. It says you can play at any time to alert your weapon or a magic chit. So we should, if we fall into the position where we're going to get hit by... Now, it won't help us if we get hit by someone we're not aiming at. But if we get hit by someone we're aiming at, or we have a situation where there's one, a guy, we should play it. So 3, these guys flip. So that is possibly... hold on. So now, first guy, does he flip? He does not. Second guy, does he flip? He does. So, okay, but our weapon is ready because we missed. So we're going to aim, obviously, at that guy. We'd still be hit 3. So these guys are going to switch again, which sort of sucks. So this guy can still jack us up if he flips, which he does. So he is going to hit us. We're going to kill this guy. Unless he flips, which would suck. Oops. Because we haven't played the Ointment of Bite because we were sort of saving it. And he does flip. So there you go. Literally exactly what happened last time. Sort of a weird worst case scenario. So we miss again. And this guy hits us and we are wounded. And our armor is gone. So now we have sort of a huge issue. So we're going to swap to him. We're just hoping these two line up, which they do. And he doesn't flip. Does the bottom guy flip? He does not. So he is dead. And now we're aiming here. But our weapon is unreadied. So he does not line up. He flips. Doesn't hit. We don't hit him. Our weapon is now ready to go. Now, what would happen is, let's say he lined up like that. I would be killed again, except I would play Danger Sense to alert the weapon before being killed. So that's why I mulliganed that. I'm like, oh, I could have played Danger Sense. I should have just went back that round, but I figured we would. So I could play Danger Sense to have flipped this right before death. And that's sort of what I'm going to do in this case if he lines up again. So we go to here. So what would you do? You would either... So would you play lined up in that case? You might play not lined up, right? Because then if he lines up, I mean, it doesn't. Like, would you play? So you could play here, like this. In which case, if he lines up with you, you Danger Sense and kill him. And if he doesn't, if he lines up here, you kill him. So that's more of a. So we're gonna play. We'll play just like that. So we'll play not lined up. He comes down here. Does he flip? Because if he flips, you don't care. He doesn't. So he's going to kill us. So we're going to play Danger Sense. That alerts the weapon, and that is going to finish him off. Danger Sense is gone. You do get a card. It's a little late to get a card. Explore the Cliffs. It's really late to get Explore the Cliffs. So that is good. Rescue, you did a rescue. So that's your 5th card point. So 7.5 points. Maybe you got this. You do get 1, 2, 3. You get 6 prowess, which doesn't matter. That's 90. Yeah, I mean he suffered pretty much what he suffered, except that last round where he died, he didn't have to die because exactly what I just sort of putz with, right? So that was cool. I mean, that works. I'm not unhappy with that. I make a lot of mistakes, and thus So we do get this guy. He's our follower now. Rescue is done. I'm not going to pick up the hoof yet. Now, this is going to make this next fight not cool. We got 4 guys on this. So that is absolutely a problem. That is a huge, huge problem. Because we are taking wounds now every time we go. So not a giant fan of our options here. The nice thing is this guy can dodge all the goblins, so he can take one and dodge him pretty much forever and kill him at will. So you're going to kill a goblin around. You have to survive the other 3 goblins. But we're going to do it. Okay. So the next round, are we better with the soldiers or the guard? I think neither of them, right? So yeah, we just don't care. So let's get rid of rescue because we've succeeded. We now have fan club. Oh, we might have just lucked out. Place the first unhired rogue at the house. I could buy something before I fight. That is actually a good idea. So let's keep that in mind here. But we do have fan club, so there's another point. So let's take a quick look at this. I have 7.5 points. I am going to sell 21, 51, 65 gold worth of stuff. So let's pretend, you know what? 75 gold worth of stuff, because I'm not looting anything anymore. Let's pretend I sell 75 gold worth of stuff on day 26. That's going to end me with, even with the destroyed armor, 78 bucks, which is going to be enough to score 2 VP. So if I just sell and don't buy anything, I get 2 VP. Who has a helmet? So I should erase that. I did not sell anything. Who has a damn helmet is the question. The soldiers have stuff. A 30 gold piece shield. Yeah, that's true. That's hilarious, by the way. It could be that bad, right? He just has a helmet breastplate. They don't have a shield. Come on, boys. What are you doing? I'm gonna buy the helmet instead. The helmet's only $5, right? So the guard. So let's just see if this makes any sense. So we're done there. We got our rescue done. It's day 26. Obviously, we're going to move to the guardhouse. So let's say we move to the guardhouse. Let's say we execute a trade. We're also going to execute a rest. So 100%. So no matter what happens, we're executing a rest. And we're going to do that first because we need all the wounds we can take here. So that trade would be to sell. That trade would be to buy. And we would only probably do, probably just one. They're going to be neutral. The best you can do is 15 bucks. So what if you had 60 bucks? You'd only end up with 63, which is enough for 1.5 points. So that would get you to 9 points. You could get to 10 with Fan Club and 11. Oh, I think we fall a 0.5 point short. Do you realize that? We're going to fall a 0.5 point short. No, we do not fall a 0.5 point short. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 search phase to pick this crap up. Right. So wait, we're going to trade. Then we're going to move to the house. And we're going to score fan club. Done. And I don't care about the law. I mean, I honestly that I'm not even there. So then we move to the house, we score fan club. Done. Then we hide, and move to the goblins. Then theoretically we score the siege. Then we are going to, I think, 3 moves, right? 1, 2, 3, back to the cloven hoof. Search, and then we get the hoof for 1 point, theoretically, which gets us, I think, exactly to 12. And, okay, that's what we're going to do. We've scored rescue. We have 7.5 points. Our next move is, oh, by the way, we rest here too. And I assume we're going to have to rest. So, all right. So we are going to rest. So we do get this guy back. We move to the guard. We're going to trade with the guard. Nice thing about the guard and it doesn't matter. We can't get a 6. So we're going to sell all the crap. So again, 30, 40, 50, 61, $75 worth of crap. So plus 75. I am going to roll on that. Well, how about this? I'm going to see what they have first. You never know. Could be a really cool treasure that is also a great treasure. I don't care about the Royal Scepter. Oh, we had to go. Yeah, I do care about the helmet. We're going to try to buy the helmet for 5. They are still neutral to us, though, so, you know. We do subtract 1 from this. No, we get a 5. No deal. That's fine. We're going to move to the house. And we're going to pop fan club. But now we have 2 followers. And that's pretty good. So that gives us another point. That gives us our 6th point of cards and our 8.5 point otherwise. Theoretically, I'm drawing a card, but that danger sense is sort of useful, potentially, for sure. God, I hate whatever is going on with these cards at this point. I'm going to rest again. Oh, I do have to roll. Well, no, I don't, because I got because the White Knight basically on neutrals doesn't care, right? So I am going to hide 3 times and walk in to get the horde. I do have gold points right now, right? Yeah, I do. You're right. I have 2 gold points right now. So that is 10. So we're going to hide 3 times and get to these guys. So are we hidden? No. Oh, we only have to roll 1 die, though. So I'm going to... Give me a second. Oh, no, we do have to roll 2 dice. Sorry. You're right. So the first one's no, because we haven't done it. We sold our thing. The second one is no. This is going to suck, by the way. The third one is yes. And I spill everything everywhere. So we're going to take a pod shot, obviously. And I think we're taking a pod shot at this guy. We'll ready the weapon. We're going to play this, obviously, done and done. And we don't need to play anything else yet. If we kill him, we're golden because we'll just, we can split these guys up and we can kill. So he lines up, he's going to die. And he lines up first round. So we killed him. Done. Everybody is now ready to fight the White Knight. My boys come running out of. So the Bashkar will always play on that side. Done. This dude is going to play on this side. I'm going to take this guy. Now, main problem I have is going to be just this first flipping round. On this side, he doesn't kill me. On this side, he seriously wounds me. He wounds me? Seriously wounds me. But I live in either case. So we're just going to take this and hope. You know what? No, we're not. We're going to play Danger Sense. And we're going to have the weapon readied right now. We just flip it and we're done. That was Fan Club turned to Danger Sense. Again, it's our second time we were so done. So we are now ready. We don't really have to. We could have just waited to see, but that's fine. This all goes away, of course. Oops, darn it. I love that we had 7 treasures. Like we had all the treasures. So we are now ready for that. And we're ready for the round 2. This goblin lines up. Does he flip? He doesn't. We go first and kill him. So that's our second kill. Over here, how does this go? Three. So he flops down to the middle, which means he's not going to hit. And this guy, he does flip. And this guy undercuts and kills him. So he kills him. That's not me. And then this dude doesn't line up. But if he flips, this guy will undercut him. If he doesn't flip, he misses. There you go. So he lives. I'm going to lure him here. Sure, I'll play here just in case, but there really is no reason to. 3, he goes to me. Does he flip? Nope. This guy undercuts him and kills him. So I get 3 prowess plus 2. But I cleared the siege more importantly, and what is it? It's 5 prowess. I'm just going to mark it like that. 5 prowess. I have theoretically 95 gold now. The siege brings, that's the 7th point for cards. 10, 11 and a half. You're at 11 and a half points. We do actually get a thing, I think, for the Goblin Siege. You get 1 VP, and whoever killed the most gets a random trophy from the Goblins. It's 5. It's a light. It is light helm, light breastplate, light shield, and an axe. So I get a bunch of crap essentially, which is it's fine. It's fine crap. I'm not going to need it. I'll draw it out anyway for fun. Light breastplate, light helmet, light shield, and I do get a plain old axe. Not a great axe, just an axe. So I would literally be re-armored, but with crappy armor. So we used our newfound friends here to kill the goblin siege. That gives us a point. And now we're going to run back. After we rest, we're going to run back. We're going to grab the hoof. And I believe that I interpreted that right. I believe that if you drop something in the clearing, it can just be in plain sight with whatever the optional. There's a whole optional set of dropping. I love that the game has. Which is sort of, weirdly needed. Let me make sure, just so I don't feel. I've already cheated once, damn it. Unhit. When he hit an individual, he must become unhidden before he pick up drop belongings that are not in front of himself. Sure. There you go. So I can pick this up. I pick it up. That gives me 1 great treasure point. And that is going to give me the 12th point. Oops, I screwed that up a little bit. Right? 12th and a half point. Oh, geez. Okay. Sorry about that. I just closed out every window somehow that I had. 7, 9, 11, 12, 12 and a half. Done. All right. Whew, okay. That was weirdly dicey. And that is it. The White Knight does manage to pull it through. We do need to pull out the scores. He is doing fairly well. I'm going to give him 3. Let's change this to Uber scores and show it. So you see the White Knight there with the arrows. He scores 4 points for getting the full 12. So that's going to give him 12 points in total. And his raw score is going to be 12 and a half. So that's 35, 36 points in total. Not 36 and a half, but 36 totally. And that is actually going to put him at the top of our board. So the White Knight so far has done real well, actually. And is not in a commanding lead, but certainly in a good, right? A good solid lead. He's ahead by 2 whole points. So that is a whole game, 2 places in a game, right? First to third, and so on. The last guy to go in this little this first set here probably is going to be the Druid and the Witch King have to go next, and it's probably the Druid next, and the Witch King, and then all those 2s at the bottom: Dwarf, Magician, Swordsman, Amazon, Wizard, Berserker, and Pilgrim will go. And then we have to do the Witch, Elf, Captain, and Woods Girl. Didn't get their solo runs. So, not bad. We did have the small hiccup, but I thought, but again, I have not playing, and that's interesting because frankly, that Danger Sense card, I have truly never used it like that before. Like I've never sat down and thought, well, what if I use it in combat to keep this thing alerted? And in that sense, it is amazingly good for a character like the White Knight, or amazingly good for like a bow person who can't run but is stuck. with their bow unreadied. So I'm gonna sort of assess the usefulness of those cards for certain characters. Again, the Amazon, it wouldn't matter. There's a lot of characters it just doesn't matter. I think we early on we're just sort of in a rough way. Like we didn't do a good, like if you look at the sheet there. Like if you look at the sheet there, like early on we weren't scoring points, and a lot of the solo games end up with the last week being the critical week because you've cleared the board, like you've opened the board up. You know where all the points are. So it literally is just those last 2 weeks setting yourself up. Like the first week is exploring, or in this case, what I did with this guy is get a bunch of crap. The second week was again exploring a little bit more and despairing a little bit. That third and fourth week are setting yourself up and then making the run to get the points that you need. And going, oh, okay. So in this case, an interesting run. I thought he did really well. And he had the best gear for him. He had, both items that he had were awesome, amazingly useful. Like those boots make his game. If the White Knight finds those boots, he's always in a good shape. It removes all of his fatigue issues, which is sort of fun. But yeah, I did not get, and the last week I got lucky. Rescue and Fan Club coming up in draws was super lucky. So those are really 2 points that almost, you're like, well, you lucked out, and he did. He probably only scores 3 really, but he got lucky the last week. So awesome. I will have to consider at some point playing 2 weeks. I just don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I don't know what the points look like in 2 weeks. Only because there is a little bit of, or the first 2 weeks there's no cards on the board. Like you literally go, okay, you're going to play 6 weeks. The first 2 weeks there are no cards on the board. It's just going around, figuring out what's what. Maybe up the prowess and the like the gold and the prowess, or you just let those go because you're playing multi-handed or whatever. But there's no cards on the board. And then you go the last 4 weeks, the cards come on the board. So those first 2 weeks are just for everybody to prep almost. It'd be like doomsday preppers. Everybody's going to find items. Like literally that's all they want to do. Now the problem there would be simply, do you get characters that are just doing so well at the first couple weeks that they just are bound to win? But anyway, those last 2 weeks were clutch. I agree. Those were good weeks. Not only did he get the prowess with the giant and the dragon, but he got the demon consult. The half point for the spell actually wasn't that useful. Definitely could have done, we might have done something better with that. I almost rarely use the teleport for that card, but that card has a teleport which is super powerful. So, and that's one where, on day 20, man, if I could move over here, that might be a thing. So, for instance, use the console to teleport to the rift. Oh, the spell? Well, he can't. No, I can't. He only has one chit. He can't double. He can't pair it up. He would have to have the cloven hoof with him. In which case, he couldn't kill everything in the same clearing anyways. So, all good. All right. So, I do thank you guys for watching. I mean, unless you guys have any questions or anything, we can probably call it here. JJ, Terry, I did get into my Apple. JJ, if you're still here, JJ, I got into the Apple account. My wife did it for me. Got into the Apple account. So we are primed and ready. Ooh, can't wait. How annoyed am I going to be at this movie that you're asking me to watch? That's what I wonder. So that's it, I think. I think we're good. So, Rob, thanks for coming as always. I appreciate it. JJ, all good. Good to see you again. And Terry, also good to see you as well. So everybody else, glad you showed up. That was the White Knight. He had a fairly eventful game, I thought. So we'll see where the next one goes. Next one's going to be the Druid. We're queuing up. Probably won't get that done in the next 2 days. I'm going to work on my game. I do have sort of some I have some war game ideas. Oh, I did buy, I bought a couple books. Bought Lion Rampant, which is a medieval miniatures war game system. I'm looking for, mass combats in my role-playing games. So we're thinking about that. I also bought, which I don't know where it is. Oh, how about this? I also bought this book, which is a fascinating book. But I gotta read this damn thing. Wargaming Campaigns by Henry Hyde. So I'm just trying to look at some ways that if this campaign turns into, my gaming tabletop campaign turns more to strategy and war, which it might, that we can make that happen. So anyway, we're working some of that. Thursday, Friday, Scott and I are getting together. We will have a drink or two and talk about gaming and our current campaign. So I hope a couple of you will show up and at least say hello. And otherwise, over the weekend, we will be doing the Druid and maybe the Witch King. So that's it. Good to see you guys again. I appreciate you very much. And I will talk to you all hopefully later. So have a good night.